I've kind of lost all sensation in the inner part of my big toe and the toe next to it, and then the top of my foot up to about here. I know this is not a foot, this is a hand, but it's been gone for about 24 hours now. A bit longer, maybe. No idea. Might be part of my peripheral neuropathy. Who knows? Anyway, so I see now that we have Ava's joined us, and Alison is watching, and Tracy's here. Hi, folks. So, shush, go and lie down. Go and lie down. Not you guys. I'm not talking. You guys don't go and lie down. Okay, carry on watching. Worcester's having a whinge about something. I don't know what. He's whinging about everything these days. Age, probably. Anyway, so this is where we are with the lap book. Well, Leah, if you're already lying down, then you can stay lying down, but don't go and lie down, is what I mean. Unlike no, I do mean you. Now Worcester's confused. Okay, I'll shut up about lying down, shall I? So this is where we are. We remember last week. So let's just get these out because these are just loose at the minute. So last week we stuck this part in, and we left. So we stuck the Tyvek down, and we left the fabric loose so that we can stick that over the top of the panels that we put in. So what I'd like to do is get the panels put in. So I'm going to start in the middle, because Julie Andrews didn't sing about that. So okay, so on these sheets, these panels, these are the ones that we've decided right from the very beginning. These are the ones for the inner panels. So these two are going on the edges. Now, let's just do this bit first. If you look, this is where the end of the paper comes to. Okay, so this has got a perforated line where it was torn out of the book, and this is the other end. And you can see it comes to kind of a natural blank bit, so there's no repeat. Well, I want that to be kind of covered up, so I'm putting that. I mean, they're both going to get covered to a certain extent, but I'm putting that on the inside so I know it's going to get covered by the fabric that goes down the spine. Okay, and the same goes for these. So these have an edge where it's been cut, so that cut edge will go right up to the edge of, you can't see that, can you? Right up to the edge of the book, and the perforated line will be covered, and the same on this side. So the perforated line is the bit that will be on the innermost part of the book, where with the design going right up to the edge. I decided that right from the start. So when I was cutting it, I was trying to be very conscious of that, of not having like a blank panel on the edge, because if we'd got a blank panel on the edge, it would just look like it's the end of the paper, if you understand what I mean. If you don't, well, welcome to the club, because I have no idea what I'm talking about half the time. So the one thing I don't have is I don't have enough for the outer panel. So I've got some for the inner panels, and I wanted it like that so that we get that full spread of that paper across the whole of the inside. But on the outside, I haven't got any more of this paper. So we did say about this, we'd look at getting some different paper that would coordinate. Now these, I picked a big pile of paper out, and I went through and I went, oh, I like that, and I like that, and I like that, and I like that. And these are this is my my whittled down collection. So I'm looking for something that will go with this. Let's go with something where the paper goes right up to the edge, so you can see the pattern. So I quite like that. I like the way that those kind of go together. Okay, and that's more of a card. Okay, it doesn't matter. It's going to get stuck down anyway. I liked this as well because this kind of tones in with all of the yellows in it, and it's got some of the orangey colours, which are blobs of orange in. So I liked that. I really liked this one. I didn't know whether it might be a bit full on, a bit bearing in mind that it's going to get covered up with things, I didn't know whether it was strong enough on its own. I really like it, but actually now, having looked at it again, I think I'm taking it out of the cut. Okay, so, and then this is the final one. So this could either go this way or it could go this way. I liked this because it got most of the colours in it. So the colours that are in this, but in a very different way. And I thought it might look quite nice with things stuck to it. You know, at the moment perhaps it's a bit full on. With things stuck to it, it wouldn't be so bad. So, still don't know. Maybe you should decide. It's either A, B, or C. So A is the green one. Yeah, A is the green one. So that's that with it. Yeah, let's put that over there. That's A. You're adorable. B. Okay, that's B. But you're beautiful. Or C. You're a cutie full of charm. D. You're a darling. And E. You're exciting. And F. You're a feather in my arms. Okay, I'll stop singing. That's all right. Sorry, Leah. I realise that some of you have already started saying, so thank you for saying which you prefer. So A, B or C. Okay, I won't stick anything down or cut anything until I've kind of gone for a consensus of opinion. Okay, so I'll probably leave it until next week till we glue any of this down. Okay, so it's A, B or C. A, you're adorable. No, stop singing, Dave. Stop it. Stop it. So, feeling a bit giddy today. Feeling very hot, actually. I feel like I'm having a hot flush. Perhaps it's my age. I'm not telling you how old I am on Wednesday. You either know or you don't know. But between me and you, I'm 25. Okay? So, if anybody asks, anyway, I'm 25. So, if only. So, anyway, let's get these stuck down. So remember, this is where the pattern comes. It's not repeated because it's the end of the sheet of paper. So I want that to kind of go under there, and I want that one to go this bit. So how am I going to stick them down? Well, yeah, I've thought about that too. Now, I'm going to go for a white glue. The reason I want to go for a white glue is the 3-in-1 can have a dimension to it. Apologies, the Worcester's just frightened the life out of me by barking. I'm going to close that blind if you're not careful, young man. You won't be able to bark at them if you can't see them. Although you can smell them. Shush! I don't want you to come and tell me. I know there's somebody outside. I know. It's terrible. I know. So. I know it's shocking. Why, I can't do anything about it. It's either a dog or a squirrel. One of the two. You're not happy. I know. Do you want to say something? No, you've gone quiet now. I'll give you the opportunity to say something. You just want to butt in, do you? Do you stop tap dancing? You're not Fred Astaire. Clear off. Okay, so. Just need to make sure that they're the right way up. So I'm going to use the white glue, which doesn't have a dimension to it. You can get it to go really flat, and also although it sticks, it grabs. It's got a 15-second grab time. It gives me enough time to kind of give it a wiggle. It's quite a large surface area though to stick down. So, you know what? It'd be really nice if it actually came out, wouldn't it? I'm coming out. Oh, it's clearly not coming out. I want the world to know. Got to let it show. Yeah. Come on. Do not do this now. I nearly jabbed that in my finger then, but there we go. Ow, I did jab that in my finger. Oh, there we go. It's coming out now. I'm coming out. Stop singing. So, I've left this upside down deliberately because I knew there wasn't a huge amount in it. So I'm going to go right the way up to the edge. Well, as right the way up to the edge as I dare with my wonky hands. Because I'm not a brain surgeon. Well, my hands aren't wonky. My ability to stay still is wonky. So, and then I'm going to go over it. Now I don't want to get this saturated because I don't want the paper to pucker. But what I want to make sure that I give it enough that it's going to bond. Not too much, but enough. It's the Goldilocks effect that we're looking for. So okay, so I've put that down, and what I was looking for something to spread it out with, but I don't have anything, so I'm just going to use my finger. Okay, I'm just going to spread it out so that I can kind of get it to the edge. And I'm going to try and work on the area of the book that doesn't have any paper on it. Because all of this is going to get covered up anyway with more paper. So if this gets sticky or marked, it doesn't matter. Now, I need to be fairly speedy with this, so I'm not talking too much while I'm doing it, because I want to get it stuck down. Okay, so I want it to have a similar sort of amount, top and bottom, be fairly straight, like that. Perfect. Well, it's not perfect, but it's perfect for me, so that's all that matters. So I'm just going to use a card, any card of your choosing, to, please ask the bill payer's permission before you do this. This is my Waitrose card. Clearly I don't go to Waitrose very often. Okay, there we go. That's all stuck down. That's looking good. Okay, got it all over my finger now. If I was a bit more prepared, maybe I would have found something to glue onto, but that was a bit of a Lily Tomlin moment going on there. I've been watching a lot of Lily Tomlin because we watched Lily Tomlin on Ellen on YouTube the other night. I'm going to say we, I mean me and Brian, not me and the dog. And it kind of made me think, oh, really want to watch 9 to 5. So we watched 9 to 5. Love that movie. And they're remaking it, aren't they? So yeah. So anyway, and then I've since then everything in my YouTube feed has come up and said, here's a thing with Jane Fonda and Lily Tomlin. Do you want to watch it? And this is another thing, and this, and then you just end up being oversaturated with Lily Tomlin, and you actually then start manifesting her behaviours in your behaviours. So I am channeling Lily Tomlin, even though she's still with us. So, but I love her to bits. So, I don't think she knows. I haven't told her. You can if you like, but I haven't told her. I don't think she's really that bothered about who loves her or not. So, I know she loves her partner Jane very much. So, that's always nice. I like it when couples really love each other. I'm a bit envious of that. I want to know what love is. I want you to show me. Yeah, okay. Ah, dear. I'm sorry. I'm not sorry, really. I'm just saying. Okay, so let's get this stuck down here. Oh, hello. Oh, hello. Hello. Move that out of the way. Right, okay. Get this stuck down so that we've got a bit of a fighting chance. Right, still moving a little bit. Right, okay. I don't think I'm going to be able to move it too much more. Oh, it's stuck the wrong way up. Nobody told me. That was lucky. I was lucky it wasn't more stucky. There we go. That'll do. I'm happy with that. So, using my card, making sure that I've got it nice adhesion down. You have to be careful though if you're scratching any wet paper with a card that you don't drag through it and cut through it. So you should be pressing on the middle bit and not on the outer edges where you like to tear it. So, okay, but it's a lot more controllable than, other things that you could use to stick things down with. Other things that you can use things to stick things down with. Yeah, that's really helpful. That's so helpful, Dave. Okay, so that's those. Let's get these side panels on. Okay. Let's get some of this glue off my fingers first. I like to get, it stuck in. And up close and personal. Oh dear, it's all stuck to me. So, okay. So there we go. So that's going to go on there, isn't it? So, yeah, we knew that the panels were smaller, but that's because they're going to get covered up with the fabric, so I'm not worried about this bit. So the fabric will cover the spine, hopefully. Oh dear. Here we go. Will it get covered up by the spine? Will it? Oh, it will. Phew. Bullet well and truly dodged. Okay, so the cut edge is going to go to this edge because, you're not going to see so much of the white panel down this end. So, and what I want to do is, just so that I don't get too confused like I did earlier, is get a pencil. I'll get a pencil with a tip on it, Dave. That would be really helpful if you found one of them. Or just get a blunt pencil and see if you can... Oh, no. I was going to say my trusty propelling pencil with a nib on the end, but throwing it across the room doesn't help, so... Right, just... I've got a fighting chance of actually getting it right this time. Bring back my piece of paper. Put this on here and then do the same with this. So... Come on. Oh, that's great. Just flick glue everywhere, Dave. It's not craft or fun unless it's messy, is it? So I'm sure other people like to get messy when they're crafting. It makes you feel alive, although it does get to the point where you're like, oh, I've got to tidy up now, or you just think, oh, I'll tidy up before I start crafting next time, and then you walk into the craft room and think, I'm not crafting today because I can't be bothered to tidy up. Don't know if that's just me, but that's how I feel sometimes. I do walk in and think, oh no, I can't even fight through that debris today. I'll go and watch Netflix instead. So, which I'm currently watching Sweet Tooth, so I'm 2 episodes from the end, so if you know what happens, don't tell me. So, I don't want any spoilers. Okay, so I didn't even look at the pencil mark on the back. So, right, I want a similar sort of border around for the top and the bottom. And I want it to be straight, obviously. That makes life a lot easier if it all goes on straight. Yeah, get my card. So, yeah, Sweet Tooth currently watching. What else am I watching? I've watched most of the things now. Netflix really need to bring out some new things, although Stranger Things comes out soon, so I say soon, I mean within the next 6 months. That's soon. And then we're going to do this one. So yeah, I've kind of got a bit I've watched a few things and tried to watch things, and then I've gone to watch things and other people have said that it's rubbish, so that's put me off. I was going to watch that Jupiter Ascending, but Apparently somebody said that was terrible. Oh, it was my boss that told me that it was terrible, so not to bother, not to waste my time. So, and she likes sci-fi, so I kind of go with her opinion on things like that. So, and I'm waiting for the next series of Sex Education. That's soon as well. And The Mandalorian, which I know is not on there, but it's on Disney Plus. Watched all of Loki now. I should be so Loki. Okay, not that. It's Loki, not Lucky. So I didn't write on the back of this one. I didn't even pay much attention to what's on the front of this one, so I don't know which way up it's got to go, to be fair. Oh no, that's the perforated edge, isn't it? So this bit should come to this end, I think. Come on. Yes, that's right. That's the right way up, isn't it? Yes, it is. Got a bit of a crease, like wallpapering. Why have I got a crease in there? That's better. Okay, right, get rid of that. And then get my card. Just make sure I stick it down nicely now. That's similar sort of look to that side, isn't it? Yeah, it's fine. If it's not perfect, it shows that it's handmade, doesn't it? So, so we've got the panels in now. So, like, this is what it's really starting to take shape now, isn't it? So, a lot of this base construction will be over soon, and we can really start getting to, you know, the nitty gritty and getting all like excited and putting things into it. So like this is now how it's going to look. So like these are going to stick down over here, so you won't see the raw edge, you won't see the perforated edge on there, and then we're going to also stick these in as well. So I'm going to have just the journal on this, a journal just on this edge. I'm not going to stick the middle panel down today, because I want to just have a bit of a think about what I'm going to do on this. I'd like to put in some kind of place to be able to store things, you know, maybe to have I don't know, some pens and some pencils, some kind of a pocket, which might mean that I might want to sew it onto here. Attempt to sew it onto here before I stick it down. I don't know. I'm gonna have to have a bit of a think about that. But what I am happy to do is stick that side down when I kind of know which bit I'm going to use, which part of the... So I think I'm going to use that bit. So I can kind of mark this off and just cut it down. So I'm just going to use a pencil on it. I'm just going to use a pencil on it because I can't actually see where the pencil comes to. So right, let's flip it over, Dave. Look, you're trying to find a pencil line on a piece of decorative fabric. Not helpful. Right, now try doing a pencil line. Still can't see it. Oh no, I can. No, it's all right. There's a pencil line there. I'm just going to put one in the middle, and then I'm going to join them together. Okay, so that's where I've got to cut. That's where I've got to cut that fabric down. Okay, so that's what I'll do first. Is I'll cut the fabric down. So this is the board that Brian bought me last week. Because, well, for my birthday and also for you guys. So that you don't get this. Well, I don't have it on today, but you don't have the light shining down. Where on earth? Oh, it's there. So you don't have the light shining off the glass mat. Okay, so let's get my my rule out. And I don't want it to be perfectly straight. I like the kind of like roughness of it. But what I want to do is I just want to cut off that little annoying bit there. It'd be nice if I actually had a blade that worked, wouldn't it? Although I don't think I've ever changed the blade on this. Can you tell? Might be time to buy a new blade, Dave. Might be. Go on, treat yourself. I got a £2.50 voucher from Hobbycraft, so maybe that's what I need to do. Spend that on a new blade for this. Yeah, that's not cutting anything. I do have another blade somewhere. Who knows? Who knows where? Oh, it's cutting into the mat. It's just not cutting the fabric off. I just didn't like that little bit that stuck out. So I've cut that down. So where have I got to cut to? Let's just join that line. So it's there. Is it there? Yes, it's there. There to there. Yeah, I can see that line now. So I'm going to cut that down. Concentration. It's probably better that I put the pencil mark on the side that you're not going to see it anyway. So put you back down there. Okay, so hopefully, keeping everything crossed, this is going to fit. So, don't need that bit. Let's move that way. Is it going to be long enough? Are you long enough? You are! Huzzah! Yay, it fits! If it sits, it fits. Although it's not a cat, is it? So, what do I want? Well, I definitely don't want that, because that's dull as dishwater. So I'm going to stick this down. So in order to stick it down, I'm going to stick it with 3-in-1. So I want to have a bit of an idea where it comes to, though. So if I just pull it from the top, I can see where it is, and that's about. Is that about where I want it? Do I want it that wide? Yeah, I want it that wide, don't I? Do I want it to go into the thing? Do I want to get into the groove? Or not? Or do I just stick it down here and let that... Okay, so... I'm going to run a line of glue down the middle, and then I'm going to run a line of glue down the edges. I'm actually going to glue the fabric. I'm going to glue the middle on here, and then the edges on the fabric. Is that going to be enough? What I'm trying not to do is, if this is all completely glued down, it will interfere with the bending of the fabric. So if I stick it in the middle and stick it on the edges, it will allow it to see how it bends there. It will allow it to do that. And am I happy for that to happen? Okay, what I'm going to write. Change of plan. So don't listen to me. I have no idea what I'm talking about. So I'm going to put a run of glue down here. I'm just going to smooth that out a bit because we don't want it to bleed through the fabric. Okay, and then I'm going to put a run of glue down this edge. A run of glue down this edge. So I'm just trying to be logical about this and think about it. So I'm going to just run my finger down this edge and run my finger down this edge. And then I'm just going to put, get off me. And then I'm just going to put a run of glue, like a fine run of glue down the edge of this fabric. And here. with a very wonky line. Like I say, good job I'm not a brain surgeon. So, and then I'm going to stick that onto there. In about the right place, in about the right place. Yeah, that's about right. So I'm going to stick that bit down the middle. I'm going to make sure it sticks to the edge, and then I'm going to stick it there. And then it's got a little bit of freedom, bit of movement in it. You know, so it can do what it needs to do, and just make sure it's glued down the middle of the fabric, down the middle of the spine, I mean. Okay. So if I thought my fingers were dirty before, they are now. Okay, yeah, so that's got a bit more movement to it than it probably would have had if I'd just glued the whole thing down. It's not just the fabric. Once you put that glue on the back, it's well, you see what it goes like. It goes like plastic, and that would really stop the movement. Well, it'd limit the movement because it becomes more rigid. So it's stuck down now anyway. I'm happy with that. Okay, and it, you know, it's basically doing the same here, isn't it? Because we sewed this bit on, we stuck that middle bit down, and we wanted to leave the movement in it so that when we folded it up, it didn't get in the way of the fold. So we're going to do the same again for this, but we're going to put the glue down on here. And I'm going to do one side at a time for this. So I want to smooth it out so that it doesn't all bleed through the... Get it off the thing. So it doesn't bleed through the fabric. Okay, I'm just going to put a run of glue down the middle here. So it bonds it to the Tyvek. It just also helps with this, the glue, the sewing of the signature. I'm going to flip that over and put the signature into the middle, and then just smooth that out, and that then should stick down. Yeah, I'm happy there. And again, I'm just going to put a run of glue down this side. In the spine, just to give it a bit more rigidity, and do the same on this edge. Seriously wonky line. The other thing you should be glad about is I don't paint the lines on roads, because that would be an interesting drive if I did the road markings. And again, put it in the middle, stick it down. There we go, that's it. That's that bit done too. Cool. Okay, so... Oh look, now I'm covered. Now I'm covered in stuff, aren't I? So, see how this moves now? It's got some movement in it, which means that it's not going to affect the bend as much, the fold as much, so that they move better. Like I say, the middle bit I'm going to leave for the moment because I want to decide what I'm going to have in the middle. I'm going to have a think about that. Obviously, you don't want to just do it on camera now. But I'm not going to do these panels because that decision is up to you guys. Remember, you need to vote for it. So let's get the voting back out. So remember, it's either A, so it's to go with this inside, but it's for these panels here. So it's still got to go because you'll still see the two together. So it's got to be either A, B, or C. Okay, so up to you. And if you vote twice, right, your vote will only be counted once, and it'll be the first one you chose. Unless you say, oh, no, actually, no, sorry, I think I actually prefer. You know, you can't just vote for A, B, and C, because that's not fair. Sorry, I needed a drink. Right, let's just wipe the end off there. So, the next thing I need to sort out is... I can't remember. Oh, yes. So, I think I'm going to have on here, I'm going to have some tabs. Now, I don't have a whale tail punch. I've got this giant thing, which is... I think I've told you about these. The I can't ever say that. You know, let's face it, I am dyslexic, so, and reading other languages doesn't help. I think it's Dutch. Creative. Brian said it last week, and I still can't remember what it was. So there's this I've got, which is it's terrible. It only punches like really thin paper. But I was also sent these by Joe, I think it was. So I thought about maybe having a look through some of these. I wanted to have some nice tabs on here. You know, something to keep tabs on. Ha ha! Quite like that. I don't know whether it's... I like that one. Yeah, I like that one. I wanted something that was quite not similar, but kind of complements. So she's obviously got a whale tail punch, and she punched all of these out for me, which is very kind of her. Because can't believe that people have stopped selling whale tail punches. You know, people still want them. There's still a demand. They could be selling more. I did follow one that got put onto Facebook last Friday, not Friday just gone, Friday before. Anyway, it finished on eBay at £76 for a punch. One punch this size. Not buying that. I ain't doing it. Quite like that. Or that. Maybe that though. I don't know how many I want. I just want to see the ones that I think go best. I like ones with a bit of... Oh, that's quite nice. That's got a bit of blue in it. I was thinking I just need something... Oh, that's quite nice. Yeah, I like that. So yeah, I just want a couple that kind of go. I quite like that one as well. Quite like that. Maybe that. How many do I want? I think 4. Do I want 4 or do I want 5? I think I want 5. So let's see if I can find another one I quite like. I quite like that one. Let's see if there's anything that I can replace with now. I quite like that. Maybe they're the colours that I need. They're picking up some colour. I know that's completely different, but it's the kind of look I'm going for. Terrible indigestion at the minute. Terrible indigestion. Oh, I like that. Now I think I like that over that. Especially with this. Or do I like that? I quite like that over that. This is interesting, isn't it? Watching me go through these. Because they're printed on either side as well. It's maybe that one. Maybe that one goes better. I'm not a Wookiee. It's just the way I walk. No, not that one. Okay, so right, don't spend like 4 hours just going through them all. Ooh, though that's quite nice. No. If you're screaming at the screens now, I'm sorry, I'm doing my own thing. You do you, and I'll do me. That's interesting. I think that's one of me. Well, something I've cut, but no, don't know. Yeah, maybe that over that. No, okay, right. Could be here all day, otherwise, Dave, you're going to have to just say that's it. So it's very kind of Joe to send me those, because they were in some Happy Mail. I did a video at the time, and they're gorge. They're really nice. So anyway, so they fold over in half, and then they're going to go on here. So which side do I want? Yeah, I want that side. So I want a bit of red, a flash of red on this bit. Yeah, okay. So let's get these stuck in. Then this is then another bit that's kind of completed. Okay, so I'm going to stick the two parts of the... So this bit is going to be stuck to each other. So these two bits are going to be stuck to each other. And this bit is going to be stuck to the page. So so the middle bit I only have to do on one side, and the curvy bit needs to be on both sides. Just going to do that with the glue, just so it doesn't squeege out. Squeege out. Okay. It's helpful if you don't have gluey fingers, but if I didn't have gluey fingers, it wouldn't be me, would it? So let's try and get some of the glue off my fingers, Dave. Okay, so we've got 1, 2, maybe third one will go on here. So I want... So really what I should do is... What do I want? I want that next. That and that. And that and that. Yeah, like that. And then that in the middle. Okay, so I want them... like that. Okay, so if I put the... If I put the... So that's going to have that one on it. But if I then go on... Where is the middle? There. So if I go to here and put that one on, then I can... So that's going to go there. Sorry, I'm just having a bit of a workout in my head. Let's get physical, physical. I want to get physical. Let's get physical. Let me hear your body talk. My body is currently saying, I'm hungry. Shut up, Dave. Get on with it. Okay, I'm going to put that one on there, I think. Yeah. I know I've skipped one at the minute, and the reason for that you'll see in a minute. It's just you get the spacing better if you do it this way. Right, I put on far too much glue last time because I didn't listen to my own advice about glue. Like I said, Dave, you should have folded it over first. You should have folded it first. So those two get pinched together. And then this is going to go on here. And that's going to get pinched together like that. There we go. And then I'm going to put the one in between, because then that gives me a better spacing so I can see where it needs to go. So it's going, I think I'm going to put it on that white one actually. Yeah. Okay, so let's fold it in half first. So yeah, so I will pay attention to what you say, by the way. I will read all your comments afterwards. And you guys, by consensus of opinion, will be the ones that choose the colour that I go with for the outer flaps. Ah, dear. Shush now. Stop laughing at things that aren't funny. So put them on there. Put that on there. Stick it down. Yeah, that's all nice and stuck. And then we can do. Let's do the back one. Yeah, I'd kill for a whale tail punch, but I'm not spending £76 for one. So. And then I've since seen one that's a bit like that, but it's an EK Success one, which again is another one that's discontinued. And actually, I'd love an EK Success one in that, because that is terrible. That brand is a shocking make of brand. They just don't last. You cut 2 sheets of paper and the whole mechanism bends and it doesn't cut anymore. It's just terrible. I've sent one of them back to Amazon already and had it replaced, but this is my replacement and that's going the same way. So however you pronounce your name, you need to pull your finger out. So I'm going to have this one on here, I think. Is it that side? Yeah, there's this side. And then we're going to be kind of done for our hour together. Is that right? Hour. Yeah, hour. Hour spelled O-U-R and hour spelled H-O-U-R. Hour. Okay, way too far over, Dave. That's where you want it to be. About there, anyway. Get the glue off there, otherwise the pages will stick together. Just like that, the pages will stick together, just like that. There we go. So we've got a nice few tabs on there, so that's nice. I'm glad to put them in, because I really wanted to get those done, and I think if I'd left it, I'd have forgotten all about them. So, and it was a great way to, fill up some time. So I can, so just not very well. So, so we've done this part of the inner hinge. We've put the panels on. We've left this one because I'm still deciding what I'm going to do with that bit. Oh, there's the fabric. That's fine. Just thinking, where's the fabric gone? So I'm still deciding how I want to, finish that bit. We've stuck these flaps down that we'd left so that we could put the panels in. So both panels are in, and now we've got some tabs on our journal as well. So you have to decide now which one. So remember, I will put this onto my YouTube channel, hopefully tonight, so Sunday the 1st of August, or Monday the 2nd of August, and then you have until the voting on this will close on Friday the 6th. So Friday the 6th of August at, 5 p.m. British Standard Time, the voting will close for this. Okay, so there you go, a bit of interactivity for you. So you can choose between A, B, or C. Okay, that's your choices. You can't have any more. You can't have any of the ones that I eliminated. You can only have A, B, or C. So they're the three choices that you get to go to coordinate with these, to go on these panels here, and that's it. That's your lot. So so either whether you're watching this on Facebook or you're watching this on YouTube, you have until 5 p.m. on Friday the 6th of August, so 5 p.m. BST, so British Standard Time, on Friday the 6th of August, and then I will stop it, and I won't be doing any vote counting on Friday because we're going out for a meal. So, but I'll count the votes on Saturday instead. Okay, so that's a bit of a treat for you, a bit of interactivity. It's doing something different because it's my birthday week, and like I probably won't have the time to like think as much. So anyway, I was going to take that off camera, but I won't. So remember, 3 choices: A, B, and C. There we go. So we'll leave that on there, and you can have a look. Actually, I'll leave them so you can see the pattern bigger. Okay, we'll leave that. We'll move that out of the way, and that's it. So, okay. Well, thank you very much for watching me today. I hope you've enjoyed it. What does that say, Leah? If you count, does my vote count? If I vote both on here and YouTube. Well, if you vote for the same one, Leah, it will count once. And if you vote for 2 different ones, your first vote will be the counted one. So unless I get 10,000 people voting, which I doubt it, because that's going to be really hard to track whether you voted before or since or whatever. Anyway, shut up, Dave. Get on with it. All right. So you all have a lovely afternoon, morning, or evening. Sorry, I'm just reading Joyce, but there is. Right, there is. It comes under tab image. Okay. All right. Anyway, so I think I've missed something. Anyway, I'm going to go now. All right. You all have an afternoon. No, you all have a life. No, you all. You all tell me what I need to do and say because I have no idea what I'm doing myself. Yeah, you all have a lovely afternoon, morning, or evening, or whatever time it is with you. Thank you very much for watching. My name's Dash of Dave, also known as Crafty Moose. And remember, what I always say is I love you all without exception until you give me a reason not to. So don't give me a reason not to. That's the best way. All right, then. You take care, folks. Send you big crafty hugs and big mwah, 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 kisses. And take care, folks. Take care. Bye. See you in the next video.